Dragons and Dumbasses. I hope you guys are enjoying your day as much, if not more, than we are. I'm joined today by my lovely friends from all over the world who play Dungeons and Dragons at least once a week. Say hi, friends.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Good, Shuddy.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So, nothing really new for announcements today. Still got a lot of shit in the background working out. Still waiting on it, at least. Still waiting on a couple players to come back. I sent out some messages, so we'll find out soon. And other than that, really nothing new. I guess with that being said, we'll go ahead and roll the intro and get started with today's session.
Light swallowed by shadow. A silent sentinel over a land fractured and lost. Titans stir, their presence breaking the earth. And the forgotten five walk a path carved in despair. Heavy is the burden, carried through the endless dark. Shadows whisper secrets, tearing at the heart. Beneath the blue eclipse, where silence reigns supreme, the forgotten five endure, bound to a distant dream. Through the void, the steps echo against the silence. Unseen hands weave chaos into every breath. Cyprien watches, a shadow in the fractured light. His presence, a quiet promise of ruin and decay. Heavy is the burden, carried through the endless dark. Shadows whisper secrets, tearing at the heart. Beneath the blue eclipse, where silence reigns supreme, the forgotten five endure, bound to a distant dream. The horizon trembles beneath an endless night. Cyprien waits, his shadow stretching across the void. The forgotten five march, their resolve unbroken. Each step a challenge, each breath a quiet defiance. Underneath the crushing silence, a spark refuses to fade. The weight of the journey etched in every scar they've made. The storm gathers closer, its fury yet unseen. the burden, heavy is the burden, carved into the endless night, the endless night. Shadows fall behind it, shadows fall behind it, and fading in the fire, fading in the fire. Beneath the blue eclipse, where silence breaks apart, breaks apart. The forgotten five endure with fire in their hearts. Fire in their hearts. Underneath the crushing silence, a spark refuses to fade. The weight of the journey etched in every scar they've made.
And welcome back, everybody. We hope you guys enjoyed the intro as always. Love that song. It's a great song. So, picking up from where we had left off last week, as the party had found themselves embroiled deep in combat with a group of individuals with motives appearing to be that of kidnap and murder. Towards the end of the fight, the individual who seemed to have a serious grudge against you, specifically Cranberry, ended up drinking something unknown to all of you and turning into a monster that you've never before seen. With some great difficulty, you guys did manage to kill it. Not without losing a friend and a companion. And that's where we pick up at the end of the combat from last week. What is everybody doing?
So would this be a moment of where Balion finishes off the bad guy?
Yes. And all you see left behind is at the feet of Balion a large black object.
So I guess I would just look around and check on if everybody is alright, nobody's hurting, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, looking around, yeah, I mean, you see everybody's more or less in a similar boat. Everybody's a little banged up, a little battered, but you do not see more in any.
Oh, about the fog. Is it still there or is it just it cleared?
It cleared up.
It cleared up. Even that through there, I would say that I'm not sure if I would still have those ghostly gaze. I don't know how long it's actually. Oh, it's for 1 minute, so it would be actually still up. Anyway, no more. So I guess I would just look around without any big panic. Maybe ask folks if they didn't see him in a battle or fought together with him back to back somehow.
Okay. Yeah, asking around if anybody's seen Morin. Outside of asking Balion, nobody knows.
So you'd say that I would eventually come up to Bailey and ask the same thing I'm asking everybody. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, basically everybody you talk to has no idea. You would eventually make your way around to Balion.
Yeah. So I would be approaching him, screaming like, you know, having my hands at my mouth to have the clear, like, a tune alphabet voice path that I'm screaming, Moran, Moran, where are you? And coming to Balion, haven't you seen him? I'm just wondering, since everybody's still present, just I don't see this old fool anywhere.
He's not here anymore.
So you didn't see him as well?
I did not. After he disappeared, I don't know what happened.
Damn. He might
All
have
right,
hidden somewhere.
Balion. I mean,
But,
go ahead and give me a deception check on that one, buddy.
got you. If my shit will work. There we go.
Oh wait, no, don't worry. And Cran, what's your passive perception? Cran. Did we lose?
I think we did. Or he just stepped out.
Oh, yeah, we lost him. Give him a second. He'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully. Hopefully he'll be right back. In the meantime, Sang,
Yes.
what are you doing?
Just walking around trying to find more.
Okay. So kind of on a search for Morin as well.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check. Yeah, nope, you're a little fucked up, you're a little hurt. Little traumatized by what the fuck you just saw, what the fuck just happened. I mean, you guys did just get ambushed, so not really entirely sure what's going on. You're kind of just aimlessly wandering around the deck of the ship. Grizz, do me a favor.
He's stepping.
Oh, motherfucker. God damn it. I think we might be experiencing a technical difficulty on that side of the world.
Must be.
Let's go ahead and give them a minute to try and sort everything out. Yep. I guess in the meantime, we'll go ahead and take a quick technical difficulties break. So we'll be back here shortly, guys.
Light swallowed by shadow. A silent sentinel over a land fractured and lost. Titans stir, their presence breaking the earth. And the forgotten five walk a path carved in despair. Heavy is the burden, carried through the endless dark. Shadows whisper secrets, tearing at the heart. Beneath the blue eclipse, where silence reigns supreme, the forgotten five endure, bound to a distant dream. Through the void, the steps echo against the silence. Unseen hands weave chaos into every breath. Cyprian watches, a shadow in the fractured light. His presence, a quiet promise of ruin and decay. Heavy is the burden, carried through the endless dark. Shadows whisper secrets, tearing at the heart. Beneath the blue eclipse, where silence reigns supreme, the forgotten five endure, bound to a distant dream. The horizon trembles beneath an endless night. Cyprian waits, his shadow stretching across the void. The forgotten five march, their resolve unbroken. Each step a challenge, each breath a quiet defiance. Underneath the crushing silence, a spark refuses to fade. The weight of the journey etched in every scar they've made. The storm gathers closer, its fury yet unsure. Unsay, a reckoning approaches, veiled in the eclipse's shine. Heavy is the burden, carved into the endless night. Shadows fall behind it, and fading in the fog. Beneath the blue eclipse, where silence breaks apart. The forgotten five endure, with fire in their hearts. Fire in their hearts. Underneath the crushing silence, a spark refuses to fade. The weight of the journey etched in every scar they swallowed by shadow. A silent sentinel over a land fractured and lost. Titans stir, their presence breaking the earth. And the forgotten five walk a path carved in despair. Heavy is the burden, carried through the endless dark. Shadows whisper secrets, tearing at the heart. Beneath the blue eclipse, where silence reigns supreme, the forgotten five endure, bound to a distant dream. Through the void, the steps echo against the silence. Unseen hands weave chaos into every breath. Cyprian watches, a shadow in the fractured light. His presence, a quiet promise of ruin and decay. Heavy is the burden, carried through the endless dark. Shadows whisper secrets, tearing at the heart. Beneath the blue eclipse, where silence reigns supreme, the forgotten five endure, bound to a distant dream. The horizon trembles beneath an endless night. Cyprian waits, his shadow stretching across the void. The forgotten five march, their resolve unbroken. Each step a challenge, each breath a quiet defiance.
Alright, sorry about that, guys. Like I said, it was just a minor technical difficulties break. But we got everybody back. Cran, what's your
Yes.
passive perception?
That's low. I'm gonna check. Should be around 12 or 11. It's actually 13.
13?
13.
You get a feeling that Baleon isn't being very truthful with you.
Alright. In that case, I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna raise my eyebrow and get my head to the side and then. Are you hiding something from me?
I am not.
I'm gonna put a hand on his shoulder and look straight into his eyes. Balion, you really don't know where is Moran, do you?
I do not.
I guess. Alright, I'm gonna believe you.
Alright.
The way he is, he will just show up somewhere eventually. Maybe he just had behind some barrels and fell asleep. No, it wouldn't be that unusual for him in this age.
Okay. So coming to the conclusion that Morin is just hiding somewhere on the ship, doing whatever Morin does best.
I mean, yeah, the last time after the Leviathan fight, he just disappeared for quite some time. So maybe the same case, might not, but at this point, since I think I believe what Balian says, I would just assume that that is true.
Okay. Um. Again, looking around on the ship, I guess while you were trying to figure out where Morin is, there is
Yeah.
a large black object left behind where the creature was.
What is or what would be this object?
Uh, upon further investigation, looking into the object, it's odd. It looks almost like a heart, but just solid black.
Alright, just before or we would be investigating this object, is there lying around this vial that the mage drank before he turned?
Uh, not. Go ahead and give me an investigation check for that.
Uh-huh. Kind of. It's almost natural if you notice I don't have any bonuses.
Yeah, yeah. I'll give you this. From what you recall, right before the conversion into that creature, um, he had dropped the vial, and the vial itself had broke against the deck of the ship.
So I'm gonna get to this place. I'm gonna investigate if there isn't any leftovers of the liquid or something that we could investigate further on, or our apothecary that could like take a look on it, since she would maybe understand a little bit better at or the substance this potion was made of.
Yeah. I mean,
Just like, you know.
looking around in the general area where the glass shards of the vial are, um, you're not really seeing any black substance anywhere. Uh,
So, and the glass appears to be like basic,
yeah,
normal.
normal glass. The only difference is that it has like it's encrusted with bone on certain fragments. Um, but other than that, it's just a standard glass vial.
I would say that we should still collect it and just maybe investigate it even after that. I don't know why I have this feeling, but I would just collect these pieces of glass.
Okay. And what about the large black object?
Okay, coming back to it, together with everybody that I find that is around, probably Balin and Sank, and just like talk about this object or what it could be. Like, have you said what it looked like? I'm sorry, I missed that.
Like a large heart-shaped object.
Oh, Harch. Okay.
Yeah.
Did it actually drop from the guy, or did
Yeah.
he put it
So
there? Oh, it
no.
dropped.
So
Okay.
when the creature was slain, it had turned into dust and leaving behind just the large black heart.
Large black heart. Hmm. I kind of feel bad now for replacing the good and evil check spell. But it would be useless and even after that since I don't have any spell slot at this moment. But yeah.
How do you interact with the object?
After. I do not yet.
Okay.
Just like looking around and saying out loud, maybe asking Sank or Balian if they ever seen something like that. Probably not, but still asking because I'm sure that I didn't.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, asking the two of them. Uh, I mean, I guess with that, all three of you, if you want to, you can go ahead and give me a history check to see if you've ever seen or heard of anything like this.
Mm, nice.
Okay. And Sang, go ahead and give me a history check. Not
Ooh,
not bad, but
both of them very knowledgeable.
Mhm.
unfortunately,
The magical black ritual hearts of falling from the dead enemies.
unfortunately,
As I
none of you have
raised them up.
heard of or seen anything like this object in your travel.
Not that I know of, but maybe in the past journeys.
Do you mean by past journeys? You journeyed before?
I believe so.
But another gang?
Maybe.
Grizz, do me a
Um,
favor real quick. Can you go ahead and give me a stealth check?
um,
This motherfucker better be a PC.
are you not longer with, well, obviously you're not, but maybe why are you not longer with
I'm sorry,
the
what?
fellas? Well, Sank said that he had some gang on his past journey, so he had some companions that he clearly left. So I'm asking why.
Of course, he keeps having to get up and go and check his door.
I'm in the kitchen.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, you fat fuck.
Alright.
So, Crime was just asking you, essentially, why did you leave your prior group?
They were not what I was looking for. They were just laying around, being lazy.
I see.
Not
Do you
wanting
prefer
to
war?
do any fights.
Oh,
Didn't want
I
to do
see.
no journeys.
Okay.
Yep.
So, you're saying you would know. How about you, Balian? Have you ever seen some kind of heart like this?
I simply shake my head no and walk away.
Okay. Well, not as smart when it comes to um stuff like that. I could ask my mother, I guess,
Okay.
what she thinks this is. Don't
Reaching,
mind if I can do that.
yeah, reaching out into the ethereal and kind of reaching out to your patron. Go ahead and give me a real quick religion.
Hmm.
You go to reach out to your mother, but something is either blocking your connection at the moment, or she is currently predisposed, as she does not answer the call.
Mm-hmm.
And now that your
Please
back
leave a
is
message after the tone.
Jesus Christ. Now that your back is, go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Uh,
Perfect.
so I'm not sure if it's like I can take advice from my mother, so I would say the best thing would be to not touch that. It seems how to put it cursed to me.
I mean, sure, yeah, you're not entirely sure.
I'm not, but it's a black heart that fell from a mm, necrotic creature, if I would put it that way. And I might be stupid, but I'm not that stupid.
So, just gonna let it roll around on deck for a minute.
I believe no, but in the current time, I have no access to any special tools that I could use to like take it in and further investigate it. The best place would be Jack's head, but he's not around, so I guess I would just like leave it on him
Okay. What about you,
to
saying?
put it into his head later.
Mm,
Just kind of,
I'd say about the same.
yeah, you're kind of sitting there staring at this black heart rolling around on deck.
Yeah.
Okay. Balian, you walked off. What do you?
I want to try to connect to Bahamut again.
Okay. For what purpose? Smash the knee.
Really to see if they have knowledge of that heart.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a religion check. Eh, the answer comes not in the form of words, but in the form of a very cold wind. You may
Okay.
interpret so however you please.
All right.
Now, what would you guys like to do? Is they're all kind of just standing around looking at the heart, or walked away and tried to reach out to your god?
I think we should put it into a box and wait till
As
we
I,
can figure this
it is
out.
a good idea to put it somewhere instead of lying on a deck, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't touch it with hands. Exactly. It seems cursed to me. I'm gonna be straight up with that.
I mean, if it's cursed, some one of us has to put something on our hands. We're not, getting bad luck.
I mean, technically, I could like wait, take a short rest, and like polymorph it into some not dangerous object, then move it, put it somewhere else, and there we go.
Unless there's like a piece of board or something we could pick it up with without using our hands.
Yeah, I wouldn't use our hands. Like, look at that. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys do? I like the creativity.
We
Well,
need to
if you-
find something to pick it up with because I'm not touching it if it's cursed.
Well, you can look around, and if you don't find anything till my surest takes a place, I can just polymorph it after them when my spell slots recharge.
Unless we use the box and put the box upside down and pick
Well,
it up
and if you
that
when you
way.
find this box this soon, I'm up for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to go try and find something, give me an investigation check, Sam. While Cranberry takes a short rest. Looking around, about the only thing you can find would be down in the galley. You do find a couple of rags.
This should probably work.
Okay. Coming back up with a couple of rags in hand. You reach out for it.
Yes.
Need you to go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
Mm. Mm.
Saying,
Mhm.
it's not cursed.
Um,
No way it's cursed.
Hmm.
This is totally normal. Absolutely fine.
um,
Cranberry, are you sure?
You want to pick it up?
You wanna pick it up?
No. Saying, you
Oh.
want to pick it up.
in your
Oh.
mind, you just decided that you.
Yeah,
want to
this
pick
is
it up
all
and
going
you
on your
think
mind.
No, you're not even. Not that you're sure. Yes, you are sure. You just
Yes.
know it.
You
It's
need
completely not
you
cursed.
you need to pick it up. It's not cursed, but you know you need to pick it up.
Now I would be like lying on a deck, but well,
Taking a nap.
I don't know if I'm paying attention. I wouldn't say it's a nap. It's more like it's not even meditation. It's just chilling.
Resting, yeah.
But I'm
Just
not
chilling.
sure if I'm not sure if I'm just observing what Sang is doing at this very moment. So if I'm looking the other way, I wouldn't know this.
Just saying.
It depends on how loud he is when he's doing that.
I would say he's not loud by any means. I mean, you know his intent, so you're not like really paying attention.
But as he like normally very quiet person, since or like not initially trying to make sound, but just like casually not making sound because that is who he is. Or
Yeah.
is he wearing any kind of armor that would make sound? It kind of depends on that.
Yeah, no, I mean
Or about
he's
the deck
naturally like
and
a fairly
blanks.
quiet person. Not
Mhm.
not like reserved, but doesn't talk more than he needs to.
Yeah.
So like if you start a conversation with him, he'll talk with you and whatnot. But outside of that, he's
The more he moves, if he moves like in a way he's not trying to make a certain noises or just like not intentionally trying to not make noises. It is
Hey,
just it
so
is how he
he's
is.
acting he's acting normal for himself. Nothing.
And it is actually not making like visible sound
Yeah,
or soundable sound.
yeah,
Okay.
audible stuff.
Audible.
Yeah, thing.
Mhm.
You pick up the harp.
With the rags.
No,
No.
no.
It just it's just it is just how rings work. Oh no. Yeah, damn.
You pick up the heart. And you know that you need this. This is yours. Nobody else can have it. Nobody must know you have it. So you hide it inside of your clothing.
Is this like a the way you just fucking said it? It's like, this is my precious.
Pretty fucking much. Pretty much. Yeah, that's pretty much how you feel about it. Nobody must know that you have this object.
Again, how big it is?
About this big.
Approximately.
About the
About a
size.
fist?
Yeah,
Okay.
about the size of a fist. Maybe a little larger.
So basically, hard. Okay. I see.
Yeah. Saying, moving forward, if anybody asks you about the object, you must lie about it and say that it went overboard or you lost grip of it and it fell off the side. Whatever lie you have to come up with, you do as for everybody, so everybody else from your perspective doesn't know you have it.
Okay.
I'll say within a couple minutes of that is right about when Cranberry finishes up with his short rest and Baleon finishes up trying to contact Bahamut.
So we're gonna come back to check on a heart and deal with it. Is Sang still there, staying around, or
Saying, what are you doing?
I'm basically trying to find the heart. It slipped out of my hands.
oh, so you picked the heart up and it slipped from your hands?
Yeah, I don't know how, but it's somewhere on this ship.
But how did you pick it up?
It was some cloths. It's very
Um,
slippery, I would say.
is he having some gloves at the moment?
Yeah, he's got some cloth on him. A couple of
How much
rags from the galley.
cloths? I thought he said cloths.
Cloths.
Ah. Uh, does the floor of a deck looking is it looking like it is hard to um find a heart if it would like just drop, or is it like mostly oh if it's lying there like more
So,
than one object is lying around to for the heart to like get behind or just
so
well
one, I mean,
standing if it's hard to look for it.
there are the number of bodies from the
Oh, yeah, so it's
assailants.
not empty. That's
Yeah,
basically what I was asking.
yeah, and I mean the deck is wet, and the ship is listing from side to side, so it is a very real possibility that the heart was slippery when he picked it up.
Oh. Hmm. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Would I know where Charles actually is at this very moment?
Yeah, Charles was
He
not
came
too
back.
far. Yeah, Charles was not too far away from you to begin with. Um, within like
Just the
60
way
feet.
that he disappeared during the battle.
He
So
just he
he
got
just
about
came
that
back.
big.
Okay.
Went about that
So,
big.
yeah. Listen, buddy. Could I ask you for a favor?
Yeah.
To look around for a heart, like this big, of a side of a fist, of the size of a fist, and black.
Yeah, I could look around for you. Shouldn't be too hard to find a black heart.
Okay, thanks. Um, I because I'm just gonna leave him to search for it.
Okay. Baleon, what about you?
I'll also look around for the heart.
Okay. Go ahead and give me investigation checks. Everyone. Trying to find the heart.
Oh,
Not you, Grizz.
Holy shit.
It's saying you actually put on a pretty convincing show, as you are
Hmm.
not far away from Cranberry, who's not doing much better than you, trying to find the
Should I
object
maybe
that you have.
just rolling for like performance?
I mean, it's
Maybe.
up to you if you choose to believe him.
Yeah, but like he's clearly not like looking for it. He's just playing here. He's looking for it.
Tell you
That's
what,
why. If he shouldn't be rolling performance instead
I'll
of investigation.
yeah. Dan, go ahead and give me a performance check. I like that, Cran.
okay.
Not bad. Better than everybody
Oh my
else's
God.
investigation check. So I'll say, yeah, you put on a pretty convincing show of looking around on the deck of the ship, trying to find the black heart that is currently in your possession. As for the rest of you who are on the ship, spend a couple of minutes looking around, kind of kicking bodies over, moving them around, seeing if it like fell into like a crevice, an armpit, or something. Like if it's just laying around somewhere, can't find it. It's starting to get to a point where you assume that it probably fell over and fell into the.
That is so strange. I mean, I would use my ghostly gaze again, but I used that in a fight to see through mist, so can't really do that.
The mist is cleared. It is a
Yeah,
clear.
but what I'm saying that it would be maybe easier to look for it through if like it just dropped inside of some bodies and was hidden
Mhm.
somehow behind an object. If I could just see through the objects, but I don't have that ability till the long rest. So I'd maybe
Fair enough.
curse a little that I've used it in a battle, but
But there is currently three dead constructs on the ship and a couple individuals laying around on the ship.
mm-hmm.
Do with them as you please.
So are we looting then?
It's up to you guys.
Definitely loot.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. What are we rolling? If we need to roll something or not.
For looting, I would say I'm gonna call that another investigation check.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, now roll good.
yeah.
Shit.
Let me find my loot table. All right, everybody, pretty good on the looting there. Oh god, I forgot how much I actually planned for shit. Uh, fucking A. Okay, so looking around, you do manage to find a good number of items. You find a couple of their masks. You find a dagger on one of the constructs, a crystal, a armor fragment, a relic, a greatsword, and a couple of files and a couple of vials, as well as an ember.
Wait. So, Pilton's mask, dagger from a rowboat, crystal, armor fragment. What else?
A relic, a
Relic.
greatsword, a cup,
Okay.
3 files, 2 vials, and 1 ember.
Wait, 3 files and 3 vials?
Yeah. Same thing, just different wording. You will also find a map fragment on the body. Well, nearby where the heart was, you do find a ring. Inside of a pouch, you'll find another ring. And inside of another pouch, you find a handwritten note. Which of these items would you guys like to look into further?
So, we have
A
Pilton's
lot.
masks. Yeah, dagger from a rowboat, crystal, armor fragment, relic, greatsword, files, vials, map fragment, 2 rings, and handwritten note.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
The handwritten note is also in blood, by the way.
So I would say that we would like collect all these items and put them on a blanket on the deck and together
I mean,
take a look at them.
You could also go down into the galley as well, down into the dining hall.
Yeah, sure, we can do that too.
Okay. Gathering up all the items and taking them down into the galley, laying them out across the tables, allowing you to get a better look at all of them. Which items would you like to look into?
I'll post the list into the group so everybody can actually take a look at it in case they didn't
Mm-hmm.
make the list. Okay.
I am interested in the relic.
The relic. Okay. The blood-bound relic. A bone and silver charm soaked in his essence. If hell... oh. Yeah, that one you kind of have to hold off on.
God damn it.
What else would you like to look into? Singing Cranberry.
I'm not that very picky.
I'm definitely gonna take a look at the map fragment and handwritten note.
Okay. The handwritten note details a network of cult cells operating in different cities, set to awaken undead war engines within them.
Can you repeat that, please?
The handwritten note
Of what? Yeah.
details a network of cult cells operating in different cities, set to awaken undead war engines within the month.
Operating in different cities, waiting for
Set to awaken undead war
to
engines
awaken.
within the month.
Oh, that's actually an important message.
The map fragment shows paths between surface cities and deep underground structures or sanctuaries, leading to their next major cell or stronghold.
So we basically got a map to their hideout and
Some of them.
how their undertunnels looks like.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
Okay, that's a lot of info. That's a lot of information we could definitely use.
What else do you look over?
I was interested a lot in a vial that the mage drank before he turned. Are those files looking similar to that one?
No.
Oh,
So the files look like almost like a thick grease. And the vials look like a deep red, almost blood red kind of magical essence.
all potions? No.
You're not sure.
Hmm.
Do you have identify?
Oh no, I don't.
I believe Jack does, actually. Let me double check. 'Cause
He has
if-
a lot of stuff. He is a druid. They have like access to the whole shit. I
yeah.
believe.
Let me look over Jack's spells, because if Jack has identify, then he would absolutely help. I do believe he does have it from something else. Yes, he does. Okay.
That's nice.
So, casting Identify across all the items. The 3 files that you have are files of Shadow Step. Rub on boots or armor to gain advantage on stealth checks for 1 hour.
Please, one
The-
more time name.
File, PHIAL, of Shadow Step oil.
Boost oil. Okay.
Rub on boots or armor to gain advantage on stealth checks for 1 hour. The 2 vials that you found are vials of Revenant's Rage. Upon consumption, for 1 minute, gain a +2 to melee damage and advantage on strength checks, then suffer 1 level of exhaustion.
Haste. Oh no.
Kind of, but no. You get 2 extra damage on your attacks for that or that time frame, and you also get advantage on strength checks. And then there is the Ember. Reaper's Ember. A glowing ember-like gem can be consumed during a death saving throw to auto-stabilize and regain 1 HP.
Is that a crystal?
Yeah,
What's the name again?
Reaper's Ember.
Percent. Alright.
And then upon everything else, there is the Mask of the Pale Maw. A silver-spiked mask worn by a cult grants +1 to intimidation while worn, resistance to psychic damage for 1 minute, once per day, when bloodied, below half HP.
That's a lot of info. +1 intimidation.
Grants +1 to intimidation while worn, and resistance to psychic damage for 1 minute, once per day, when bloodied. So when you're below half HP. Then there is Dagger of the Umbershade. +1 dagger on hit from stealth, deal an additional 1d6 necrotic damage once per long rest. Teleport 15 feet as a bonus action into dim light or shadow.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, I'm just gonna know the SS as they go.
Okay. The Flicker Engine Crystal. Pulled from the
So it
carrion
wasn't the because you said before that the crystal was Reaper's Ember.
There are
But
multiple
now I
crystals.
see there's. Okay.
One's a gem, one's a crystal. They're slightly different.
Yeah.
The Flicker Engine Crystal, pulled from the carrion's Flicker's core, can be socketed into an item or ship for a one-time 60-foot blink-style dash. With immunity to opportunity attacks, recharges on a long rest.
Just one question. Are those actually official or not really?
Homebrew.
Oh. Okay.
These are specific. So most of these are specific to the cult and to the.
It's alright. It's just a lot of info, and I'm not. I just thought that I would just search them later to have all the info. But
I can send all the info
you have
in.
that somewhere.
Yeah, it's on my
Okay,
phone.
sure. So I will just point out the name.
Yeah.
Flicker Engine Crystal. Alright.
Brave Mantle Fragment. A
Brave
armor
Mantle?
mantle.
Brave Mantle Fragment. Okay.
Mm-hmm. This is an armor augment. A heavy metal shard etched with ancient runes. When embedded into armor with smithing tools, grants +1 AC and lets the wearer cast Shield of Faith once per long rest.
Oh. Nice.
Executioner's Greatsword. A jagged, blood-hungry blade. On a critical hit, the target must succeed a DC 15 con save or bleed for 2d6 per round until healed. And then, Baleon, you have the Bloodbound Fragment, which is Syracuse's personal token, the Mage. A bone and silver charm soaked in his essence. If held during a long rest, it whispers fragmented visions of Cyprian's plan. May grant temporary insight into future cult activity or madness.
Oh,
And last but certainly not least, the 2 rings. You have Cyprian's Sigil Ring. Grants access
That
to.
could be... Oh my god, that could be actually pretty handy.
Grants access to secret areas if shown. Undead will not attack bearer unless provoked. And the last little bit I'll say for myself. Insignia of the Feywild Commander.
Damn.
Cran, you recognize this ring.
How does it look like?
Much like the one that you mysteriously received recently.
In a way, it is a same, or...
Like, same markings, different design.
Oh.
Whereas yours is wood and gold, this one is gold and platinum.
Oh. Damn. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna surprisingly look at the ring instead of all the other items.
But that is all you guys find from within the battle.
Yeah. Currently, I have that all at my inventory, but if somebody takes something, I'm just gonna list that away from my inventory. It's
Okay.
completely fine. I just wanted to have everything in there, so that's why.
Yeah.
So we would know what we get.
So who's taking what? If you guys are divvying up loot right now. You can always hold off and put the loot in the storeroom.
I mean, that's one option.
I'm definitely not gonna take Executioner's Sword. The oil that grants advantage on stealth, as I'm also not taking that. This another thing was Vials of Reverence Rage. That's also more for a barbarian. If nobody minds, I'm gonna keep that map fragment and unwritten note. I don't know what to do with the Cyprian sigil ring. It definitely will come handy. Just don't know who should have it yet. Maybe it doesn't even matter. Just
Up to you.
yeah. Somebody wants a cultist mask?
Mm,
Sure, why not?
Okay. Hand Bailey on a cultist mask.
Okay.
Ah,
So, Balion, the look of the mask is it's a large silver mask that covers from like the cheekbones up. You saw it on the individuals that you were fighting. Each one is unique to, I guess you could say, like a class of cultist. Syracuse's mask had large points and almost like, I guess if you want to think about it like a, what's that guy from Lord of the Rings? Uh, with those,
Sarlo?
I think it was Sauron.
Okay.
Where it's got the points all over and like almost like a 5-point pattern. Um, the more hunter-like individuals only had one eye and a couple of slits in the other one. The executioners, they had almost like a knightly styled mask, and then the big barbarian type creatures, their masks look uh, absolutely disgruntled and raw. I'll let you pick from those styles.
Um, say it again. Thank you.
So you have the Mask of Syracuse, which looks like Sauron's, or yeah. Then you have the Hunter's Mask, then the Executioner's, and then the Barbarian, which I forgot its name. What was that thing called again? Executioner. The Revenants.
Executioners.
Okay, so the more knightly looking mask.
Yeah.
Okay. So you now have that silver mask. What else are you handing out, Cranberry?
the thing that I'm saying that I wouldn't keep, I'm just saying that I will leave them on a blanket on a table or whatever we are keeping these things on at the moment. Uh, so I'm thinking that for now, well, somebody wants a dagger?
Why not?
Okay. So I give the dagger to
Uh,
Sam.
Sang, you will not be able to
Mm,
take this deck.
mm,
Why now?
As much as the dagger looks cool, you will not be able to take it. Your mind is a little preoccupied with something else.
Oh, yes.
So you don't want it?
No.
Alright, I guess. So I'm gonna leave it on the table. How about this Cray Mental Fragment that boosts a shield? No, gives shield ability.
Yes, grants +1 to AC and allows the wearer to cast Shield of Faith once per long rest. As that does not require attunement if you want it saying you can take.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay. You'll
Okay.
have to get it embedded using smithing tools. Which I
Okay.
don't know who all has smithing tools. I know Percy does, but Percy's not on the ship.
Alright, the one thing left is well, there's also a armor fragment, but I'm not sure if said it yet.
Yeah, that was the Grave Mantle armor fragment.
It was that. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so I can delete it because I have it twice. Okay.
So left over still is the Flicker Engine Crystal.
Repus. Oh, I didn't see that. So yeah, I might just uncheck it because I didn't want it. So I think it's something for a machine, or I'm not sure.
From what you remember about the item description, it can be socketed into an item or a ship for a one-time 60-foot blink-style dash with immunity to opportunity attacks recharging on a long.
Oh, well, I would say that I would hand it over to Drax if he was there, but I'm not sure if it's the best idea since he will know that he actually got something into his inventory. So we could remind him when he's back, right?
Yeah, you can go ahead and give it to Drax, and we'll let him know that he has that.
And the Crystal Reaper's Ember.
Reaper's Ember. Can be consumed during a death saving throw to auto-stabilize and regain 1 HP. It's consumable.
I feel that I would like to have that.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it. I said that I'm keeping the map fragment and handwritten note.
And the rings.
And two rings. I'm not sure how could we split that. I mean, well, obviously I should keep the insignia of Fable that the mage had. But I would like to give to somebody the Cyprian Sigils ring. So that's like, if we go in a group and we get into some enemy territory, we would just need to show them off that we are in Cyprian's. We are under him, so they wouldn't attack.
Okay, with all things considered, considering that Baleon has a mask of the Pale Maw, he would probably be the most likely option to give the ring to.
Oh, it actually. Okay. Oh yeah, makes sense. So I'll hand over to him this Cyprian Sigil ring.
Okay.
Yeah, saying exactly the reason you just pointed out.
Okay.
It makes sense for him to have it.
Baleon, you are handed a beautiful gold and, well, this one's actually more platinum than gold. It's a very odd combination of platinum and gold. Beautifully ornate ring with a sigil embedded deep. It's like one of those like super fat like class rings almost, where it's got the flat top, and embedded in that is the sigil of Cyprian. Which the sigil looks like a blood drop with a couple of wings coming off the side of it, and in the background it looks like a black sun.
Interesting.
Having that in your possession, Quick question.
Mhm.
Do you test the fit?
Do I what?
Do you?
If you check if it fits
Yeah, do you test the
before
fit?
you.
Yeah, I'll see if it's not.
Okay. At first, it doesn't. And then it does.
Huh.
As it magically resizes itself to you. Baleon.
Yes.
I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, no. It's your ring. Nobody's touching your ring. Also,
Would you like to
I'm
do that?
scared.
Do it a lot.
mhm.
Alright.
Also,
Okay.
you do feel a short, sharp pain as you feel the short metal spikes inject itself into your finger.
Of course.
There's more to come, but a little bit later. Anything else?
Goddamn.
Anything else you guys want to do?
Well, I believe that we split the loot
Mhm.
unless there's something else. What else? But just in case, you guys, I just feel that I should tell you something about the guys that we've been fighting recently. Um, I just kind of feel that my father sent them after us. Since it seems that my father is with Cyprian now, and I don't know how to feel about it.
Drax is gonna go ahead and look towards you. Well, I mean, it's up to you as to what you want to do. I mean, we can try to go after him and see what the fuck's going on, or we can maybe just hope for the long haul and see if we can't get rid of Cyprian and help your dad out at the same time.
I'm not sure that he is being held like against his will. It's more like he's doing it willingly. He, not even he, although my brother sent me a couple of messages a few days ago, even today,
Hmm.
before the fight started. And yep, it seems they're after me, after us. They don't like us being in this whole situation and going against Cyprian's plans.
Hmm.
That's kind of, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I mean, just wait it out and see what happens, I guess. Unless we can come up with a better plan of action here in the near future.
Yeah, well, there's nothing we can do with that. That's their decision that they made. I just wanted you guys to know that what are we standing against, since it's always nice to know who our enemy is. And I'm gonna whisper more silently and in a fast way that mm, even though I know the family best, I'm gonna look back to them. So it wouldn't be a problem, yes? And I'm gonna have a smile on my face, like it doesn't matter. Like I'm not fighting against myself saying that.
We'll see what's to come in the near future. But I see no problem
Yeah.
now.
Well, yeah. Yeah, you're right. It doesn't matter. It's their choice.
Yeah. I'd say about this time of day, it's starting to get a little later into the day. So if you guys would like to go ahead and turn in for the night and get yourselves rested and recoup. Is that what you guys would like to do?
Yes.
Sounds alright.
What are we saying, Fred?
The rest sounds alright.
Okay. As you guys disperse to your respective rooms, this is where I get to have my fun. After we come back from our break. We'll be back here in a couple minutes, guys, and get yourself something to drink, something to eat, use the restroom, do whatever you need to do, and we'll be back here shortly.
The blue sun looms, its light swallowed by shadow. A silent sentinel over a land fractured and lost. Titans stir, their presence breaking the earth. And the forgotten five walk a path carved in despair. Heavy is the burden, carried through the endless dark. Shadows whisper secrets, tearing at the heart. Beneath the blue eclipse, where silence reigns supreme, the forgotten five endure, bound to a distant dream. Through the void, the steps echo against the silence. Unseen hands weave chaos into every breath. Cyprien watches, a shadow in the fractured light. His presence, a quiet promise of ruin and decay. Heavy is the burden, carried through the endless dark. Shadows whisper secrets, tearing at the heart. Beneath the blue eclipse, where silence reigns supreme, the forgotten five endure, bound to a distant dream. The horizon trembles beneath an endless night. Cyprian waits, his shadow stretching across the void. The forgotten five march, their resolve unbroken. Each step a challenge, each breath a quiet defiance. crushing silence, a spark refuses to fade. The weight of the journey etched in every scar they've made. The storm gathers closer, its fury yet unstewed. Until a reckoning approaches, veiled in the eclipse's shine. Heavy is the burden, carved into the endless night. Shadows fall behind it, and fading in the fog. Beneath the blue eclipse, where silence breaks apart. The forgotten five endure with fire in their hearts. Fire in their hearts. Underneath the crushing silence, a spark refuses to fade. The weight of the journey etched in every scar they've made. The blue sun looms, its light swallowed by shadow. The silent sentinel over a land fractured and lost. Titans stir, their presence breaking the earth. And the forgotten five walk a path carved in despair. Heavy is the burden, carried through the endless dark. Shadows whisper secrets, tearing at the heart. Beneath the blue eclipse, where silence reigns supreme, the forgotten five endure, bound to a distant dream. Through the void, the steps echo against the silence. Unseen hands weave chaos into every breath. Cyprian watches, a shadow in the fractured light. His presence, a quiet promise of ruin and decay. Heavy is the burden, carried through the endless dark. Shadows whisper secrets, tearing at the heart. Beneath the blue eclipse, where silence reigns supreme, the forgotten five endure, bound to a distant dream. The horizon trembles beneath an endless night. Cyprian waits, his shadow stretching across the void. The forgotten five march, resolve unbroken. Each step a challenge, each breath a quiet defiance. Underneath the crushing silence, a spark refuses to fade. The weight of the journey etched in every scar they've made. The storm gathers closer, its fury yet unstewed. Unstay, a reckoning approaches, veiled in the eclipse's shine. Heavy is the burden, carved into the endless night. Shadows fall behind it, and fading in the fog. Beneath the blue eclipse, where silence breaks apart. The forgotten five endure with fire in their hearts. Fire in their hearts. Underneath the crushing silence, a spark refuses to fade. The weight of the journey etched in every scar they've made. The blue sun looms, its light swallowed by shadow. The silent sentinel over a land fractured and lost. Titans stir, their presence breaking the earth. And the forgotten five walk a path carved in despair. Heavy is the burden, carried through the endless dark. Shadows whisper secrets, tearing at the heart. Beneath the blue eclipse, where silence reigns supreme, the forgotten five endure, bound to a distant dream. Through the void, the steps echo against the silence. Unseen hands weave chaos into every breath. Cypress watches, a shadow in the fractured light. His presence, a quiet promise of ruin and decay. Heavy is the burden, carried through the endless dark. Shadows whisper secrets, tearing at the heart. Beneath the blue eclipse, where silence dream. The horizon trembles beneath an endless night. Cyprian waits, his shadow stretching across the void. The forgotten five march, their resolve unbroken. Each step a challenge, each breath a quiet defiance. Crushing silence, a spark refuses to fade. The weight of the journey etched in every scar they've made. The storm gathers closer, its fury yet unsure. Unsay, a reckoning approaches. Veiled in the eclipse's shine. Heavy is the burden, heavy is the burden. Carved into the endless night, the endless night. Shadows fall behind it, shadows fall behind it. And fading in the fog, fading in the fog. Beneath the blue eclipse, where silence breaks apart, breaks apart. The forgotten five endure with fire in their hearts. Fire in their hearts. Underneath the crushing silence, a spark refuses to fade. The weight of the journey etched in every scar they've made. The blue sun looms, its light swallowed by shadow. The silent sentinel over a land fractured and lost. Titans stir, their presence breaking the earth. And the forgotten five walk a path carved in despair. Heavy is the burden, carried through the endless dark. Shadows whisper secrets, tearing at the heart. Beneath the blue eclipse, where silence reigns supreme. The forgotten five endure, bound to a distant dream. Through the void, the steps echo against the silence. Unseen hands weave chaos into every breath. Cyprian watches, a shadow in the fractured light. His presence, a quiet promise of ruin and decay. Heavy is the burden, carried through the endless dark. forgotten five endure, bound to a distant dream. The horizon trembles beneath an endless night. Cyprian waits, his shadow stretching across the void. The forgotten five march, their resolve unbroken. Each step a challenge, each breath a quiet defiance. Crushing silence, a spark refuses to fade. The weight of the journey etched in every scar they've made. The storm gathers closer, its fury yet unstewed. Unstay, a reckoning approaches, veiled in the eclipse's shine. Heavy is the burden, carved into the endless night. Shadows fall behind it, and fading in the fog, beneath the blue eclipse, where silence breaks apart. The forgotten five endure, with fire in their hearts. Fire in their hearts. Underneath the crushing silence, a spark refuses to fade. The weight of the journey etched in every scar they've made. The blue sun looms, its light swallowed by shadow. The silent sentinel over a land fractured and lost. Titans stir, their presence breaking the earth. And the forgotten five walk a path carved in despair. Heavy is the burden, carried through the endless dark. Shadows whisper secrets, tearing at the heart. Beneath the blue eclipse, where silence reigns supreme, the forgotten five endure, bound to a distant dream. Through the void, the steps echo against the silence. Unseen hands weave chaos into every breath. Cyprian watches, a shadow in the fractured light. His presence, a quiet promise of ruin and decay. Heavy is the burden, dream. The horizon trembles beneath an endless night. Cyprian waits, his shadow stretching across the void. The forgotten five march, their resolve unbroken. Each step a challenge, each breath a quiet defiance. Crushing silence, a spark refuses to fade. The weight of the journey etched in every scar they've made. The storm gathers closer, its fury yet unstilled. Unstay, a reckoning approaches. Veiled in the eclipse's shine. Heavy is the burden, heavy is the burden, carved into the endless night. The endless night. Shadows fall behind it, shadows fall behind it, and fading in the fog, fading in the fog. Beneath the blue eclipse, where silence breaks apart, breaks apart. The forgotten five endure with fire in their hearts. Fire in their hearts. Underneath the crushing silence, a spark refuses to fade. The weight of the journey etched in every scar they've made. The blue sun looms, its light swallowed by shadow. The silent sentinel over a land fractured and lost. Titans stir, their presence breaking the earth. And the forgotten five walk a path carved in despair. Heavy is the burden, carried through the endless dark. Shadows whisper secrets, tearing at the heart. Beneath the blue eclipse, where silence reigns supreme. The forgotten five endure, bound to a distant dream.
Alright, guys, give me just a moment to get everything adjusted. As we finally have our good old buddy old pal Jack.
Hi.
Took you long enough.
Ohio? Onisan.
Gross.
Actually, he just came back when we were on a break, so I thought, oh, that's a perfect timing.
I didn't know we
What
had
is it
Stitch in here.
today?
I thought this was Jack, not Stitch.
Can do Stitch as
I think I'm going to use that voice when I'll be a squirrel.
So,
Because why not?
Monsieur
want to be a
Jack,
squirrel?
were you brought up to speed on everything that's happened so far?
Yes, yes.
Okay, you are aware of all the loot that's been distributed.
Actually, no.
Okay, well, there's a lot. Refer back to the group chat for the extensive list. And if you have any questions about each item, I'll answer them for you, as you were the one who
So,
cast
where
identify.
are we? What's going on?
We were in the dining room. We split the items, which there are still some that nobody took.
Cultist masks, dagger from robot. Robot?
There were a couple of
Uh,
constructs during that fight.
I actually
Files,
just edited
mask
some
fragment,
items
ring,
because
ring.
yeah, I believe the one ring, I took one ring.
Mm-hmm.
Balion got the second ring.
Mm-hmm.
Also Balion got a mask of
Mhm.
occultist. Sang got a dagger from robot.
No, he did not.
No, I did not.
Oh, yeah, you did not, but you from the start you won it, but instead you took that insignia that what was that? It was a crystal or something that can give you
The grave
shield
mantle
of faith and
fragment.
+1 AC. So it was a
Mm-hmm.
fragment.
Yeah.
Okay, of armor.
Yeah.
And one more thing, I believe.
Drax got the
all-
flicker engine crystal.
Yeah, and that can like speed up the vehicle you are using.
That or yourself.
Yeah. Oh, I guess so. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
And
because you
Balion also
can.
got a relic, I believe.
Yes. Balion got the Bloodbound relic, the Cyprian sigil ring, and the Mask of the Pale Maw. Drax got the flicker engine crystal. Sang got the grave mantle fragment. Cranberry took the encoded orders, the handwritten note in blood, the map fragment, and the insignia of the Feywild commander. So what's left up on the table is the consumables. Well, no, you also Cranberry also took the Reaper's Ember.
Yeah.
Uh,
Stuff that can help you while that saving throws are happening.
Yep. So there are three.
Also great sword.
Yes. So what's left on the table is 3 vials of Shadowstep oil, 2 vials of Revenant's Rage, the Executioner's Great Sword, and
I have one already, no thanks.
yeah, you're kind of already loaded down with weapons. So that's honestly it. Between
What
all,
if I don't want any of this stuff?
it just sits in storage to either be sold later or used. But he actually came back as everybody's bedding down for the night. Which means that's when I get to have my fun as a DM. So,
I never sleep, you fool.
true. However, here's what's going to happen. Everybody is going to get, fucking, where is it?
I don't want to be fucked.
Deafened. Everybody's going to get deafened real quick. And I meant everybody. So, for the general audience,
Oh boy.
as the night
I wonder
sets,
what he's going to say now.
as the night sets in and the 3 moons rise, the ship listing slowly to one side and to the other. We're going to pick in with individual characters. One of which is unknown to the party, and the others are part of the party. So we're going to pull them in, one by one. Sang, you're up first, buddy.
Oh yay. Okay.
Yeah. So, you, my friend, as you make your way to your room, having taken the black heart for yourself, it's yours. Nobody else can have it. Nobody else will ever touch it. You sit down in your bed. and you stare long and hard into this black heart, and it keeps calling out to you. You attune to it, as this item
I'm
does
just
require attunement.
imagining this is like the ball part and the
Mm-hmm.
where I put my hands on it and the eye comes into my face.
Pretty much. As you sit there and look into it and study this heart through and through, looking it over, you watch as this once solid mass, unbeknownst to everybody else but you, still beating. Very, very gently. You watch as it turns into this black sludge-like liquid. As it makes its way up your arm, across, up your throat, and into your mouth.
Okay.
I'm gonna need you to make me a Constitution saving throw real quick. You feel the excruciating pain as it worms its way throughout your body, working its way down into your chest. You feel it constrict around your heart, slowing the beat down. And you feel it as it slowly replaces your own. And then you feel the gentle, ever so gently, like as if you were almost dead, beat. 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 Very, very slow. You almost scream out in pain, but you know you need to hold it in. You don't want the others to know about your secret. The first thing that you notice upon attunement and replacement of your own heart is that your vision becomes sharper. You can add a +1 to your perception. Total +1. So the big, not the double digit number, but the big number. I think right now it's like a +3 for you or something like that. So passive perception is going to increase. I'll have to do that a little bit later. I'll have to get this updated a little bit. But your perception is based off of wisdom. So your wisdom is going to get bumped up from a 13 to a 15. There you go.
Okay.
Now it's all updated.
Okay.
You also feel your bones creak under the strain of your muscles tensing, tightening, as you feel the muscle fibers in your body begin to strengthen. You also get a +2 to strength. That brings your strength up to a total of 16.
Okay.
As well as with the additional boost to your strength and muscle fibers, your movement and speed increases from 30 to 60 feet. And your dexterity increases by 1. So +1.
So it was.
So dexterity is now 17.
Be what?
And
18.
17.
Oh.
I'm updating it as I go.
Okay.
You become a little bit more resilient as your constitution also increases +1. There's more to come later, but for now it feels as if everything else has subsided. You feel yourself stronger, more resilient, more powerful, faster, more lethal. And then you fall asleep. It was a lot of pain to go through.
Mm-hmm.
And now you go back to being deafened. Keo, Balion.
Hello.
So, you, my friend, just happen to choose the worst combination of items to have all at the same time.
I'm not surprised at all.
Each on their own is not that bad. But you, my friend, you have the Mask of the Pale Maw, you have the Bloodbound Relic, and Cyprian Sigil Ring. Like I said, each on their own. Not that big of a deal. All three together does something unique. So, for starters, as I said, the Bloodbound Relic. A bone and silver charm soaked in his essence. If held during a long rest, it whispers fragmented visions of Cyprian's plans. May grant insight to his future activity or madness. Pair that with the Executioner's Mask. On top of Cyprian's ring, which is cursed. It is cursed in the sense of, with each failed wisdom saving throw, you fall closer and closer to being under Cyprian's total and utter command. The ring also acts as a beacon to Cyprian, letting him know of the current bearer's location at any time. The first thing that you notice after falling asleep is the first vision. And you see Cyprian. You've never seen him before, but you know this is Cyprian. He's tall, lithe, pale skin, raven black hair, and vivid violet eyes. And it feels as if he's staring directly into your soul. He says to you, My. I suppose every once in a while the mouse can catch the cat. What a shame. I had high hopes for Syracuse and his team. However, I feel you will be a much better replacement. Do tell your buddy Cranberry that his father says hi. I look forward to spilling guts in front of him. You wake up from that nightmare in a cold sweat to find yourself wearing the mask and standing above Cranberry's bed, sword in hand. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
$16 is a fail.
Fuck.
As you find yourself standing above Cranberry, sword in hand, angled directly at his heart. You feel the urge. You know what you need to do. You're gonna do it. You plunge your sword deep into Cranberry's chest, and you watch him as his eyes flare open, and he looks at you in complete and utter horror, with blood trickling from his mouth and gaping from the wound. And he looks to you and says, Why? 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 And then you actually wake up. That's where you get to fuck off.
Ugh.
Chalk. Grizz. Haha, yeah, I like it. So, as the moons rise, you sit hidden, well beyond your own, on this large battleship. And you hear all the individuals as they make their way into their rooms and into the cabins. You find the perfect time. You sneak out, making your way up the different decks. You find yourself on the main deck, staying out of sight of the patrolling guards. You look over and you see a smaller ship, not too far away from this current. Knowing that it's only a matter of time before you get caught on this much larger ship with a bigger crew, you make your way across to try and latch onto the other ship. Go ahead and give me a acrobatics check as you leap across. You leap, sailing through the air, and you start to fall short. Just barely. And almost with a mind of its own, your tail wraps around the banister, allowing you to flip yourself back up onto the main deck. Looking around, give me a perception check.
What the fuck?
Is it just taking a minute to come through, or is it not going for you?
I clicked on the perception and it's.
Oh, jeez. Okay, there we go. So 17.
I'm sorry. Yep.
Minimal people awake at this time. You do see sitting up at the helm an individual. Appears to be a male, probably in his late 20s, maybe early 30s. Tan, tawny skin, long black hair, massive sword strapped to his back. He appears to be a little preoccupied talking to a rather attractive looking elven woman. You see these stairs leading down into the lower decks. You make your way down there?
Yes.
Okay. Making your way down, you find yourself in a galley. A rather nice galley, even. Peering around, you don't find anyone awake. But you do see, sitting on the table, some loot. You make your way over to it.
Yes.
Okay. Making your way over, there's a massive sword. Way too big for you to handle. It looks jagged and unclean, coated in blood, rust-filled. It looks lethal. A whole different type of lethal than what you're used to.
Reminds me of my home.
And you see a dagger. It's a really nice looking dagger. Long. I mean, it's long. The blade is about 18 inches. Reaching out and grabbing it. You, my friend,
Yes.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ah.
This is your dagger. Nobody else can have this dagger but you. This is the most beautiful dagger you've ever seen in your life. You've never felt a dagger so perfectly weighted, so perfectly sharp. A fork. You don't have a butter knife on you or nothing, you got a fork.
Not at the moment.
It's a gorgeous dagger. And as you get ready to conceal it and continue looking around the ship for supply, food, ration, anything that'll help you get by, you're a little too preoccupied with the dagger. Jack.
What's up?
You're sitting in your room, sitting down
Yes.
after a long battle.
Yes.
You're not too exhausted, but you're resting. You're unsure why, but you get a feeling like something's amiss. And then you hear the sounds of nails gently scraping against hardwood floors of the ship. Not too far away
Like
from...
where? Under my
But-
feet?
No, in the galley. In the kitchen. What do you do?
I don't have anything else to do. I'm going on a walk.
Okay.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you have something to do.
Making your way out of your room. And as you are very fond of the kitchen, you sleep close by it. One of the very first rooms past the galley. You creak your door open, which Chalk you'd hear, at this point you hear the and
Hold up.
his passive perception is way higher. And
What the
At-
fuck am I rolling, to be honest? I am supposed to be good with this.
well, against other people, sure. Jack, fuck no.
I have very good eyesight.
First thing that strikes you as odd is that you're used to the people on the other ship when they walk out via candlelight. It's a very dim glow. When this door opens up, it's as if the whole room is on fire. And as this creature steps out, I'm gonna need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me. You, Chalk.
What the fuck?
My head burns.
Okay, so, Chalk, good old buddy, old pal, go ahead and pull his sanity card.
You fucked up.
As I'm about to describe Jack in the most horrific, terrifying way. Tier 1.
Level 1?
Yeah, tier 1. You haven't lost any
yeah.
sanity. Just click on the deck and it'll...
I cannot see the cards. I like pulled it out, but my whole screen is black, so I don't see shit.
Odd. We can pull it a little bit later, and we'll input it in for you.
I think I pulled it out. I just don't. I pulled the card out. I just don't see.
Oh, it's because your character doesn't have... It's because you don't have a character out there.
Yeah.
I guess it's because you don't exist.
That's the wrong thing. Oops, my bad. Where the fuck are you, Chalk? There you are. Why didn't I? Okay, I didn't do that shit. God damn it. Yeah, we'll deal with yours a little bit later. But what you see walking out from this room, you're used to seeing, tieflings and Goliaths, half-giants, orcs, dwarves, elves, human. You are not used to seeing what you're about to see in the form of Jack, as walking out, you see a tall, thin, very pale-skinned individual. At first, not unsettled, until you realize that his whole body's on fire. I mean, on fire. And not in the typical orange and red flame. This is pure white flames tipped in black. You see these long, spindly branches growing off of his skin, with these red leaves that seem to be dripping some sort of liquid occasionally, and you hear it hiss as it hits different parts of his body. You see the hollow, sunken eyes with the void filled with a dim orange glow, and you see almost like a permanent plaster smiled on his face, and long, spindly fingers as he leans out and makes direct eye contact with you. Would you like to describe to Jack what he sees when he makes eye contact with you?
You see small, kindly small, like 5 feet tall, I guess. A reddish being. His fur is all black, a little bit like charcoalish, I would say. Somewhere it is damaged, like, how do I say this? It's not taken care of. It
Mate.
just exists. Yeah. And all that you can actually see is that black outfit and his red shining eyes.
Jack, he is currently holding one of the daggers from your or the dagger from your recent fight, and standing over the loot left out on the table.
Do I have anything near myself? Like a pen or something, since we are in a kitchen?
I mean, you have the dagger. You're not necessarily in the. You're not necessarily in the kitchen. So, like, there's the kitchen at the front. Right now, you're kind of in the dining area
Okay.
at one of the long tables.
Some dishes?
Yeah, I'll say there's a couple plates laying around from people who didn't clean up after themselves. Okay, make a.
And you hear like a loud screech. I don't know. I cannot do it myself. Like
Yeah, no,
I
you picked
don't
that.
know how to make a fucking rat screech. Okay. That's a pig.
Go ahead and make a improvised weapon attack roll. So this is just going to be plus your strength.
Is he just going to whack me with the pen?
No, he's hucking a plate at you. And what's his strength?
No.
15 plus my strength is, hold up, 13.
So it's 16?
No.
No.
He has a -2.
Oh, yeah. Fuck no.
The plate just goes long ways down the hallway, crashing and shattering with a loud noise.
I just watched the plate fall down and shatter. And I'm going to look back, my head's tilted to the side, confused, like, can I help you?
And all of you, at this point, you hear the loud crash and shatter of a plate that got thrown down a hallway, followed by Jack's voice calling out with the, "Can I help you?" Do you peek your head out the door?
I believe so.
Okay. Sang?
Yeah.
Baleon? Okay. Baleon? I think Bale's having some issues.
I am. Bleh.
You peek your head out the door.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, Chalk, you hear multiple doors. And then you see, peeking their heads out, a couple other individuals. You see a man with pale blue skin and large, icy antlers / horns. Then you see another man with deep blue skin, long hair, and you see his eyes are kind of sunken in a little bit, like he's exhausted beyond belief. And lastly, you see a man with like dark purple, almost black skin, interlaced with pinpricks of light that almost form constellation. Followed by several other individuals. One of which, who you see all the way at the back, pale-skinned, long white hair, and glowing red eyes. To paint this little hint of fame. As apparently, this crew has a vampire aboard. All of you see a 5-foot-tall, rat-like creature in black garb, and all you can see is his glowing, beady red eyes as he's holding the dagger from your most recent fight. What would you guys like to do?
Just a passenger from the ship next to you. I just wanted to see what's happening around here. I heard a lot of rats.
How come we never saw you?
That's what I
You're
want
not
to know.
important.
Everyone is important.
Character.
By the way, Bale,
What's
you almost go into shock seeing Cranberry unaffected.
unaffected by what?
Huh? What the fuck?
Nothing you guys need to know of right now. But as you all sit there staring at this unusual individual holding one of your most recent lootings, Jack trying to have a conversation with him.
Yes, and he's not answering.
I didn't hear you.
Oh. Well, my name is Jack, and I asked if you need help.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. You can go back to sleep. And
But why did you throw a plate
Where
at
you
me?
looking?
I like that plate.
I'll get you a new one. Don't worry about it.
No, that was my favorite plate, and you just destroyed it. That's not nice.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Like,
He's
sir,
slowly
please
trying to
come
slink
back.
away.
A whole person.
Okay, the whole person. I believe that is
I just need to check real quick how.
I believe it's a
cast
wisdom
spell works.
I believe it's a wisdom saving throw on his end against your spell save DC.
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah,
17.
then he succeeded.
You're not held in place. Do you try and make your way back up the stairs from which you came?
I can try one more thing, more or
Yeah?
less.
I can try one thing as well, but
Go
take
ahead.
time.
If I am allowed.
I want to know
Cranberry first.
which.
Okay, let's say what I can do silent image at will. I'm gonna speak to our new friend with a smirk on my face, since I do know a lot about thieves, if you will. Well, I used to be one for a survival for some
Okay.
time, and this hobby is kind of close, so I'm gonna make fun of this rat. As I'm gonna make an image of a cat, kind of bigger than usual cats are, behind him, asking the fellow, I believe somebody would want to have a meow with you.
Are
You
you rolling? Or
I believe there is a save against silent image, right? To be able to tell if it's fake or not.
Yep, I'm gonna show up the description of spell. It is there.
you said it is. Oh,
It's not making any sounds, but I'm gonna point out that he
And
like turned around with my hat rotating my finger in the air so you would notice there's
So-
something behind you.
Investigation check is what it is.
He would notice nothing, but okay. Yeah, well, he would definitely notice.
You turn around and you see this giant cat behind you. You're not
Maybe
afraid of
triple
it.
size of yours.
It's fake. However, now that you did turn around, what is not fake is that same man you saw manning the helm, standing there blocking your way, with his massive sword drawn and a pistol in the other hand. I suggest you sit down. Okay. The rat sits down. You guys like?
I'm going to be picking up the broken pieces of the plate.
With like little fire tears coming off.
Yes.
I said I am sorry.
I'm going to just be silent.
Damn, already made a bad impression on Jack. Damn. All of you guys can approach this
Imagine
rat if you
how
would like.
hard is that.
Right? So you guys
You
can.
went into a kitchen and you chose violence, of course.
Of course.
I
At least you
should
didn't
run away.
eat the cookies.
Oh, Jack actually
Going to
likes when somebody
get my
eats his
hands on some rat
cookies.
poison,
Not sure about
motherfucker.
stealing his cookies.
I'm gonna get my hands on some rat poison, motherfucker. Jesus Christ. Yes, all of you can approach him. I mean, Jack, you're gonna be in the back picking up the plate.
Yeah.
So, you wouldn't say you have something that is ours.
No.
And what is that shiny object in your hands?
A butter knife. I bought it last night.
You bought it.
I bought it, yes.
This is gonna be one of those few times where I would say give me a deception check, but no.
I believe. This dagger was found on a dead body of enemy we slain before.
Yeah, it would be
Based on
completely
this, I'm
different
not
if
sure.
you had no idea about the knife, but you literally debated on who should get the knife. So,
And
You
I
are.
held it in my hands.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Well. Was just
How
lying there.
about-
Nobody wanted it.
How about you give it back to us and we will forget about this?
But why? You didn't want it in the first place. You wouldn't keep it on in the table.
And how do you know that? If you've been on another boat.
It was kept on this table. If somebody wanted it, they would keep it.
But what makes you to feel like you were supposed to be the keeper? When you didn't
Well-
even slain one enemy in a battle, which you obviously saw as you've been on this boat the whole time.
What battle? What battle? I said
believe
I
now
am
he
a
could do
visitor
a
from the next
deception.
ship right next to you.
Yes, that another ship is also ours. Well,
And I didn't. And there was no fighting on that ship, as far as I know.
listen, I do know how it is to survive on the streets, but we are on a ship.
Yes, and you're going to
We're
my
a long way
destination.
from land.
You're going to
Yes.
my destination, so I said, why not take a little trade?
your destination might be as well a bottom of the ocean.
Come on, we don't have to be that evil. We are all civilized here.
Literally just, why you
I'm
bullying
gonna,
me?
I'm gonna, I'm gonna turn around to the folks and I'm just gonna casually ask, "Am I evil, guys?"
Drax says,
Ah,
"Nah, I mean, he did make Jack cry."
I said I'm sorry. I said I'm sorry. Um,
How about this? I have an idea. Let's take a vote. All in favor of locking the rat up and throwing him in the brig for a little while until we can get some more information out of him, say aye. Aye.
aye.
No.
Your vote don't count.
Democracy.
You're not a part of the democracy. You're on trial.
Should still vote.
Everybody else? Bran, Bale.
Well, I say we're killing me, just so.
Damn.
Damn!
Guys.
Damn!
Roll for a new
You
character.
told an army, huh?
Drax says, maybe not right now. But maybe.
Give him some character development first, Jesus.
Oh yeah, yeah, Bale just kind of got fucked up.
Yeah.
I will not make it easy.
You feel the gun
Well, I
get
will
pressed to the
shut
back
that
of your
off.
head. I suggest you drop
I'm,
it.
I'm going to
But-
walk up from behind to Baleon, put my hand on his shoulder, and like, I know, right? I like that place too.
Okay. Since you are crying and resting your head against Baleon, roll me a D100.
By the way, what is he
Not my
crying?
head, not my head, not
What's
my
the
head,
liquid
my
he's
head.
crying?
Liquid fire.
Oh my gosh. No, the
I
floor,
put my hand
no!
on his shoulder, not my head.
Good.
How about everybody? Let's relax a bit. I feel there is much tension between all of us in this room at the moment. If you have questions, I might have answers. I cannot promise anything, though.
I can blow his head off
Well,
right now.
you give
Just
us
I
the
can,
right
I can blow the
answers.
head off right now. I'm saying.
Okay. When you say that, I'm gonna go in a serious mode and I'm gonna just point a finger at you and just say loud, "Shut up!" I'm gonna cast a polymorph on you and turn you into a toy rat.
No.
Yes.
Oh.
I don't believe
So
there's a
now-
save against polymorph, is there? It just happened, right?
I
If
believe
you're
so.
willing, but if not, you're making a
Oh.
saving throw.
Yeah.
I think.
Shit.
That's
yeah.
correct.
Ah.
I believe it's a wisdom saving throw. Yeah, wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
You get turned into
Sorry.
a little rat.
Little toy rat with a key to move.
It has to be a living creature. Polymorph is living creatures.
Oh.
Hmm.
Well,
Is it?
Yeah. Polymorph is living creatures.
Well. Can somebody catch the rat?
Yeah, you turn into a rat.
I think I should.
Any beast. Oh, okay.
You make a break for it.
You might as well.
Okay. So
I can
for all
shoot
the all the rest of you, you see this big rat turn into a little rat, and then bolt off in between Drax's legs to try and go upstairs. So, oh, there's your card. Okay. Okay.
Follow
I
me,
have a
just gonna-
question.
Yes.
I have a very fun question. Before that little shit can make it up the stairs, can I just shoot Eldritch Blast up the stairs?
Yeah.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so before that fucker can leave, I just shoot Eldritch Blast at the stairs above it before it can leave.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
You gotta do that for me.
Motherfucker.
I don't have my shit. Shut up.
All right, Eldritch Blast. Bow.
Eldritch Fast.
Okay, yeah. All 4 beams are gonna hit. Stairs don't have a lot of HP. So,
Doesn't
But-
Red have only 1 HP?
yeah, well, he was aiming for the stairs, right, Bale?
Oh,
So, as you make your way for the stairs, you see these 4 bright golden rays of light spring across the field of vision as they impact into the stairs, turning them to splinters.
You can still climb onto the splinters.
You
I mean,
would
they're-
die. You would not make it up the
that
stairs.
was
You
a
would die
warning
trying.
shot.
You would die trying. I won't miss, bitch.
Well, as he turns into red, he would throw up a dagger, right? Red can
No,
throw up a dagger.
no, all of your equipment polymorphs with you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Fuck.
It was at this moment he
Polymorph,
knew.
though,
He's
I
fucked up.
believe, is a concentration spell as well.
So you can break the concentration and turn him back.
No, I actually just wanted to discuss what we're gonna do with this guy, like, without him knowing, but I just fucked up with him being a live creature, since I forgot that polymorph can turn into a live creature, so I kind of don't know what to do now. What I wanted to point out, I'll point out it anyway. Since I don't know much about these creatures, but I don't trust much to unknown guys. He might be a spy. That's what I'm pointing out.
So,
My operating equipment was still there.
yeah, Chalk, you go to run for the stairs, and then there's just no more. There is no more stairs. They got blasted to smithereens.
Under.
If you mean,
Oh, you go down?
Like where the stairs were, and now there's just rumble, just go.
Okay. Sitting in the corner, you see the big, tall, tan, dark-haired individual with the gun just staring at you now.
I'm just looking at him, not moving a muscle.
He's gonna walk up to you slowly.
He cannot see me if I do not move.
He's gonna reach down, and he's gonna grab you.
don't move. Pirates can't
By
see.
tail.
I am still not moving. I am frozen in place.
And Drax walks back out, holding the polymorphed rat. I caught him. I got him, guys.
I'd rather kill him still, but okay, sure, why not?
Somebody want to go and open up the cell? Please?
Dear God.
Who's opening the cell for me?
I believe you
Fine,
can
I'll do it.
handle that.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay. You
Is
walk.
the cell gonna be proof that he won't be able to escape?
Well, I'll get there. Bale, you walk to the end of the hall, and you open up the cell. And as you open up the cell, Chalk, as you're in Drax's hand, you watch him as he goes, "Whee!" And all the rest of you just watch this rat fly down the hallway, and you just hear "Whee!" as it
Oh my fucking god.
as it flies into the cell, smacking the back of the wall.
Damn.
Which a rat only
If he
has
takes damage,
1
he
HP.
revert.
Yeah, ending the polymorph, yeah.
Yep. And you watch the little rat hit the back of the wall, turn into a big rat, and land in a heap on the ground as Baleon closes the cell.
Right.
Honest way I've ever caught a rat, but alright.
Nice throw, by the way.
How you holding up? How'd that feel? I mean, realistically, I should be rolling an attack roll with you being the improvised weapon. You know what? I'm doing it.
Oh god.
I swear to God, if my head gets stuck in the fucking wood,
You would be a cork. Oh, how is that called?
Oh god, I didn't realize Drax's strength was so high. Holy shit.
Oh,
what
no.
the fuck that just happened now?
I'm making another character.
Oh, Jesus.
Did you just accidentally kill his brand
No.
new character?
No, because improvised weapons aren't that bad, except this is force
It's
damage,
Still
because it's technically crap.
I used the rat to destroy the rat.
damage the polymorph version.
Yeah, so it'll take the 1 HP, and then everything after goes towards you.
Oh,
So, what I would do with him being in a cell, I would need to discuss if he is trustable, or we should let him be in
So-
one room with the others.
Chulk, you take 28
I'm not
points
allowed.
of force damage.
did you get with that number?
Magic.
2d10s. And since it was a natural 20,
That's
so you take 27 points because the rat takes 1. So,
No, hold up.
yeah, well,
Eight.
I was about to explain it. I was about to explain it. Remember, our natural 20s, we don't do double the dice roll. It's the max damage the attack can do plus whatever you roll.
28. 27. Okay.
So Chulk takes 27 points of bludgeoning damage. It hurt. That didn't feel good. There's a crack in the wall now.
Damn. That should be better.
So, can I take everybody to a side to another room to talk about something real quick?
Sure.
Since I said I do not trust this kind of guys that
You can
do-
just mute Grace.
No, it's fine if he hears that. It's fine. Even if he heard that through the walls, it's fine. Because what I'm gonna say next is gonna be kind of harsh. Morin is missing. And randomly there is a rat.
Do
Did
you
I-
think he killed him?
I'm not saying that Morin would go down that easily. But I'm not saying it's not an option. It's how long is it since the battle currently? How
A
many
couple.
days or hours?
From the battle, it's been about 8 hours.
8 hours. So he might be still around, but that doesn't mean that he couldn't slay him in any way.
Well,
Well, he was holding a dagger.
Yes, he was.
I mean, and Drax is gonna chime in. If we're worried about Morin being missing, I mean, Desiree does have one of his scales that she can use to track it.
Oh, scale, right. We could do that, but the only thing I'm saying is that until we figure out what happened to Moran or where he is, I wouldn't trust that guy at all.
I mean, I'm not gonna disagree with you there, Cranberry, but I don't know. I mean, there's a part of me that says he might be useful. Part of me says that he might just be a burden. I mean, with everything going on, you can never be too sure. He could be a spy from Cyprian, could be a spy from your father, or he could just be a stowaway. I mean, it could just be something as simple as he's a stowaway. I know he was definitely wasn't a stowaway on our ship because Korak would have definitely found him by now.
I know he's dangerous.
Are you saying that just?
He's a dangerous blade breaker.
Are you saying that just because he broke
Choke
your
the
plate?
blade break.
What?
Are you saying that just because he broke your plate there, Jack?
It might not be the only reason, but it's definitely a major one.
I mean, I trust y'all's judgment. So, whatever we feel like is best at this point, we'll do that. I mean, I say we give him an opportunity to explain himself.
I have one. Yeah, I have an idea. Could you mute him for a minute? Because now I'm gonna
Okay.
buckle up and say something awful. So I have this idea that we would give him a situation in which he would there would be an option for him to slay somebody. And if he would choose to do that, then we would know what might happen to Moran and if we can trust him. But if he chooses to just, well, not to slay anyone, there is a chance he didn't do that. But we will need to still further investigate what happened to Moran anyway with Desiree.
I mean,
So, are you suggesting that we just put him next to someone and watch if he kills that someone?
Not someone, no. I'll just make an illusion of somebody lying over there, or just some situation in which he would find a, body lying, or anything that he would be able to kill.
All right, I
Maybe
have
a
an
guard
idea, but
falling asleep, maybe a guy falling asleep, and then a
never
door
mind.
of
I
his
don't
cell
have
just... What?
I was like, I have an idea. Then I roll it intelligence, and then it was like, I don't have an idea.
Oh, so you were, I have an idea, and then you were, I don't, okay. So, I would just simply make a situation to put a guard to the room with his cell, and make the guard to look like he's falling asleep while it would be just an illusion, and then make the gate of the cell to just open. Since he has still his dagger, right?
Mhm.
He could choose to just walk away, or slay the guard and walk away.
okay. See
What's
you
your
guys.
guys' thoughts on this?
I mean, we can give it a shot. Not a horrid idea. It could show us one thing. I mean, or it could show us nothing at all.
That's true. Well, if anybody has any better ideas, I'm also for it.
I say, in this aspect, I mean, he's kind of stuck with us regardless until we get to land.
Yeah, but he could be
But he's asked to work with a guard.
seeking revenge for putting him into a cell.
Well, I mean, we
instead
could
of, well,
put him to work with a armed escort while he's working. If he's going to be on the ship anyways, might as well get some labor out of it. Sweeping
but
the
he
deck.
could just act like he can be trustful. But
Yeah.
it's not like he would be trustful on his own. And in a situation I, thought would be useful to try on him, he could decide on his own.
Yeah, I mean, we can give it a shot. I mean, like I said, no matter what, he's stuck with us until we get to land. So we can at least get some labor out of him, one way or another. And then if we,
Can I sneak to or just walk towards the cell where he's locked up
yeah. So you
while
step
this
out of the room.
conversation is happening?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you step out of the room, and you make your way. You look down the hallway towards the cell.
Yes.
The cell door is wide open, and he's still sitting in it,
Uh. Okay.
just waiting patiently.
I want to go to him, like
Okay.
not straight, like up close, but in front of the entrance to the cell.
Some distance between you two.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a question for you.
Go for it.
Did you kill someone?
Not on this ship or the other one, at least.
Is he lying?
Give me an insight check.
Let's see. 8.
No.
Do
He's
you
been
know someone named Morin?
Doesn't strike a name, to be honest.
Looks like a fish. Big guy, old guy.
No.
You like eating fish?
Meh. There's better meat in the market.
Have you ever eaten fish people?
Not in a while, I guess.
So you did.
Back home, we eat anything that you can actually eat, so I guess.
Do you smash plates back home too?
We don't have plates.
So that's why you smashed it?
I wanted
Because
to
it was
try.
different? Because it was something new?
No.
Then why did you smash it?
I wanted to hide from you. You scary fuck.
I'm not scary.
I'm not sure if you noticed, but you're a little bit set ablaze.
It's a skin condition.
Oh, really? Is a cream for that condition as well in the shop?
I'm looking for it.
Well, good luck. Anyways, what's the verdict?
I don't know. I just wanted to come look at you, ask you a few questions.
Ask.
Why did you stay? Why didn't you just leave?
No point.
Well, the point is freedom, isn't it?
We are all free in our own minds, my dear friend.
Yeah, but the door was open, so, like, you know,
Yeah, I opened it.
how? That's a finger, that's not a key.
Yeah. And?
Did you finger the hole?
Yes.
That was intentional, by the way.
God damn it.
God.
Did you finger the hole, Jack 2025?
I have took my time with the whole, yes.
There is a saying, never finger a hole.
Do not adapt to it.
So you can just open doors with your finger. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Where did you learn that?
Back home?
Where's home?
be honest, actually everywhere and anywhere at the same time. It's complicated. We have our little places here and there.
Well, let me ask you, you're a big rat,
Yeah?
So,
right?
Chalk, you specifically, uh, you are from the God's Fall archipelago. That's the region that your specific tribe is from, the God's Fall archipelago.
Okay.
It's well, not small, but large cluster of islands in the center of the ocean between the four main continents.
Okay.
It is home to pirates, thieves, and assassins alike.
You seem to be thinking.
We all think, I guess.
Yes, I get that. But what I wanted to ask, like back home, whatever that is for you, was everything else big too? The chairs,
We
the
are
furniture,
bigger. Yeah.
but like really big,
What do you mean?
like giant big.
I've seen giants, yes,
Where?
around the world. I don't know. I don't mark the shit on the map. I
Maybe
don't even
like
have
general direction. Can you point the general direction?
middle. No, wait, that's back home. I don't know. Somewhere around south, east, or west. In that general direction.
Okay.
Or maybe was it north? I'm not sure.
Do I understand what you're saying, good sir? I do not understand what you're saying, good sir.
If the rest of you would like to join in on this conversation, you can. Drax definitely will, hearing
Or,
the long conversation drag on.
or at least notice that I'm missing.
Yeah. Well, he can hear the conversation. So, where are you from?
Little islands in the middle of the map.
Alright. God's Fall Archipelago it is.
What, are we going there or what?
No, it's just where you're from.
Yeah.
The rest of my crew's heading that way.
Why?
Don't know, to be honest. I never got around to asking.
Well, I'm going to the... Where the vampire fucks are, boy.
So, same direction as us.
I guess.
Interesting.
That's why I got on your neighbor's ship, to be honest. You know, bigger ship, more places to hide, more supplies.
I mean,
And more shiny stuff you can steal.
I'm stealing only what I need to at the moment.
And how did you aboard our ship?
You were docked, weren't you?
Well, cars, but how?
I have my way. There's always a little hole in the system. Someone's not looking or talking too much. You just put right over. There is no perfection, so there's always an opening for someone. You just have to wait.
Tell you what,
Yes.
so long as everybody else agrees to it, I'll give you two options.
Okay.
Option one is we throw you off the ship as soon as we get near land. You can go your own separate way, whatever the fuck you want to do.
I don't like that one.
Option two is you work for us until you pay us back what you owe in the form of stolen goods.
How much do I think I own you?
Well, I mean, that dagger alone needs
One
to be
plate
five.
at least.
I mean, the plate was 5 silver, but that dagger alone is over 15,000 gold.
You sure?
100% positive.
Well, if you say so.
So, that's not including stolen food, supplies. I'd say ballpark at how long you've been on the other ship. I think it's since the last time we docked.
A bit longer than that.
So, a couple of months then. Let's call it an even 20,000 gold piece. We'll pay us back.
Okay.
Everybody else in accordance with that?
Yep.
I suppose so.
Gran, Baleon?
Fine.
I'm gonna keep my hands crossed on my chest and just stay silent. But not like I'm gonna say no. I'm just staying silent.
Oh, don't worry, we're gonna be best buddies, you'll see.
Oof.
Well, here's what we're gonna do for you. This cell will now be your home.
That's fine. I lived in a worse situations than this.
Now, we'll be kind. We're not gonna leave you barren, especially if you're gonna be traveling with us for that long time frame.
You're not gonna name me what?
We're gonna be kind and not leave you in this barren cell for that long of a time frame.
That's fine.
I'll have some additional resources procured the next time we dock to at least get you a bed of some sort in.
Fine with some hay, I guess. You don't have to make big expenses on my account.
But for now,
I don't think there is much hay out here on the sea.
yeah, no.
He was talking when we docked, so I said like, yeah, no.
But for now, I'm gonna have a rotating shift of people watching over you until we know that you're not going to jump ship.
No problem. I don't have contract on any of you.
Good to know. Well, unless anyone else needs anything from me, I'm gonna go and get back to manning the helm after I figure out how to get back upstairs since we don't have stairs anymore. Baleon.
I'm not sorry.
I got it. I'm going to the stairs and I'm going to use mending.
Okay.
You do realize you could do that with the plate the whole time.
I was too emotionally overwhelmed.
Oh my goodness. My goodness.
If you need anything done, let me know.
We'll come to you as soon as we have some jobs lined up for you to do.
I'm good in the kitchen.
I might
That-
leave his room if nobody else has something to say. As I'm just gonna say behind my back while leaving the doors opening. You cannot buy the trust with the money.
That's true.
I'm not gonna talk, I'm just gonna leave.
And with that, that's going to be where we end today's session. We hope you guys enjoyed today's session of Dungeons and Dumbasses. If you did and you're not already, make sure you follow us here. If you want to catch up on everything that's happened so far, The VODs are available on YouTube, and the audio-only podcast format is available on Spotify, Anchor, Amazon, Google, and iHeartRadio. But as always, we hope you guys enjoyed, and we can't wait to see you until next week. Have a good week, everybody.